Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Alex of Coyote Star Astrology, and this is my video for the full moon in Leo coming in on February 16th, 2022, which is a Wednesday here in California. Our full moon will peak around 9 a.m. However, please do adjust for your current location on the planet as that time and date may change. And wow, this is a very powerful full moon. Coming off of a very interesting and progressive Valentine's Day. Not that I give much weight at all to traditional Hallmark holidays, because I definitely don't, but it is a collective experience and many do choose to participate and celebrate love on that day. And I just noticed that this one was pretty different from Valentine's Day, Valentine's Days that I've experienced before and witnessed in my own life, in the lives of those around me. And I think that this makes a lot of sense. And I think that it does trickle into our full moon theme. So I'm going to dive into themes around relationships first. We have a North Node in Taurus now. And remember, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet that rules love and relationships. And when we look at where Venus is now, where she was on Valentine's Day and where she will be for the full moon, she is still making her way out of post shadow after a very intense Venus retrograde in Capricorn. Venus made aspects to Pluto, so this Venus retrograde over the last several weeks was pretty intense for people within relationships, and there might have been a lot that came up to look at and to move through. And because the North Node is in Taurus, a lot of this nodal journey through Scorpio-Taurus axis for the next 18 months does have a lot to do with shedding past patterns in relationships that are toxic and embracing a new understanding of relationship and the constructs that we place around and within it. So North Node Taurus is about self-reliability and self-sustainability. In other words, I provide security for myself. I don't need anyone else. I'm not trying to fill a vacuum in my soul with another human being. If I'm in a partnership, it's coming from a place of wholeness and security. And that's sort of like the high point. That's the goal with North Node Taurus. But we've got to also look at the polarity of that, which is South Node Scorpio. Scorpio is about intense merging and union with another. That's why Scorpio rules sexuality. And of course, that's beautiful. But when we're looking at a South Node Scorpio energy, we're looking at the lower frequency of merging our energy with others. And we're looking at things like codependence or entering relationship from a wounded place or having trauma responses to certain things that come up within relationship. We also have themes around secrets and things that are hidden from view. So shadow traits, we're looking at things like addiction or self-sabotaging behaviors. So I think that this holiday, this Valentine's Day, was bringing up a lot for people in how they want to evolve and change within relationships based on the shifts that are happening within them. And a lot of this has to do with authenticity. How honest can we be with ourselves? How honest can we be with our partners? And I think that that has a lot to do with this full moon, because our full moon is in Leo. And Leo is about expression. It's about what we're trying to create. And it's how we express our creation and how well we can do that confidently, bravely. And because this full moon is in square, almost exact square to the South Node and the North Node, the first thing I thought of when I saw this full moon is I thought of that old Native American story about the two wolves. And which wolf are you going to feed? Are you going to feed the wolf that destroys you, or are you going to feed the wolf that nourishes you? And this full moon is sort of poised between these two wolves, these two gateways. Looking into the past patterns of destruction, but also looking into the future, that North Node in Taurus, which represents a better life, better values. So there's a lot in the field right now about needing to express ourselves authentically. That, of course, takes confidence. And also sensing that there is an entirely new level of personal growth that requires us to close out unhealthy, toxic patterns. That's coming up massively right now. And yes, sometimes this has to do with personal boundaries for sure. Sort of saving ourselves and protecting ourselves from our more destructive natures. Looking at where those habits stem from. But a lot of this also has to do with forgiveness. I've always thought this, and on the topic of relationships, I mean, our current constructs around relationships are pretty damn distorted. And so much of it has to do with our programming. Just purely unhealthy patterns that we've somehow accepted as okay. I think a lot of people are doing a lot of healing in that area right now. It feels like a massive heart opening that has a lot to do with honesty. So this is a full moon that is sort of giving us a dose of what energies we're sort of dealing with throughout the entire year. We have so much nodal activity this year. We're in kind of a cool time right now because we've got the really forward-moving energies finally in February. Very motivating, very goal-oriented. And then March, we have a really, really interesting, magical Pisces season. But towards the end of March, Saturn's going to start to square the nodes. In those first 2 weeks of April, Saturn will be exact square the nodes. That's going to put people in a bit of a tight spot, where the South Node energies of Scorpio will come up big time, and we will all be moving towards this North Node in Taurus to create a better life. So, got to get real cozy with these themes around choosing ourselves and closing out these shadow habits, forgiving the past, moving on, tending to what needs to be addressed and healed. Very powerful full moon, and I'm wishing you all the strength, courage, and confidence to express whatever it is within you that is true for you, that's real. Allowing the full moon in Leo, Leo rules the heart, to open our hearts to receive the new energies that this North Node provides. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and a share. I really appreciate it. And I'm putting my Instagram and my website up there on the screen. If you'd like to reach out to me for a reading, you can. They're at coyotestarastrology.com. And if you'd like to follow more astrology, you can find me on Instagram at Earth2Coyote. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon.